What's going on, FA Nation? Welcome in Week 17 NFL live stream. It is a live stream. I'm Howard Bender. With me here is Jen. What's going on, FA Nation? Welcome in. This has been a long season, Jen. A long season. And this actually kind of marks the end of our NFL live streams. I mean, we'll still be doing coverage at Fantasy Alarm as far as DFS goes for playoff pools and whatnot. So. But I don't know. I don't necessarily know if there's reason to do a full hour-long live stream. We'll see what happens today with the kind of questions that we end up with. How are you, Jen? Are you excited that this is the end of it? The end of the road?
I mean, on the one hand, I'm excited. It's like when you get out of your semester of school, and you're like, yay, I get to go home for Christmas break. And then on the other hand, you're like, but I'm going to miss my friends, So little excited it's over. Little sad that I'm going to miss hanging out with you guys, Howard, and all you guys on Thursdays and Sundays. But, we'll still be around because it's baseball season.
Because it is baseball season. The MLB draft guide, all the work's being done for that. And we're going to come back and we're going to be doing baseball live streams as well. So it's going to be me. It's going to be Jen. Adam Ronis is going to get involved. We'll get Matt Sells and John Impemba into the whole mix, even Greg Jewett. We'll finally get Greg Jewett on camera. I feel like he needs to be on the camera in front as well. So lots going on here. Let's talk about Week 17 as far as the NFL goes. I'm sifting through the news, finding out all sorts of nice little tidbits of information. I put them in the post over at fantasyalarm.com for the example lineups. Lineups aren't out yet. They will be out an hour before kickoff, but some interesting notes to take a look at. Number one, Jen, the Texans have already raised the white flag. Doesn't even matter whether the Chiefs win or lose at the 1 o'clock games. The Texans are saying we're done for this time because we don't want to basically it happens that they're either going to face Buffalo in the in the first round of the playoffs, and they're just going to, have to rest everybody for that matchup anyway, or if other things break in a different way, they would see the Titans in the first round of the playoffs again for the third time in 4 weeks. And I think they kind of want to pull back a little bit and not open up the entire playbook. What does that do for you, though, as far as looking at Titans players this week, especially in DFS?
I love them. I love Tannehill. I love A.J. Brown. I even love Derrick Henry because they need to win this. So, and I don't think that Houston's going to be doing anything to stop them. I don't think they care. They just care about resting their guys. So I like Tennessee a lot this weekend for DFS.
Yeah, Tannehill's got a number of different incentives in his contract right now. He can end up, I think it's with like another 210 yards. He could end up with somewhere in the neighborhood of an additional $500,000. He can get $1 million if he gets up. If he throws for somewhere in the neighborhood of like 400 yards today. That's the funny thing is that you look at a number of records, you look at a number of contract incentives, and you figure these guys are going to want to get paid. So why the hell not?
That's the same for Tampa Bay, right? Jameis Winston is trying to make $30 million next year, and he's like 550 yards short of breaking a record for passing for a season. So I am also looking at Tampa Bay and their receivers as being good plays this weekend.
Yeah, that should definitely be a very intriguing thing to take a look at. I mean, how do you sit there and throw as many interceptions as you throw as Jameis Winston, and then have the balls to turn around and be like, I should get $30 million next year.
Yeah.
But that makes no sense to me. No sense. Couple of other milestones or incentives that we need to look at. Like I said, Tannehill, yardage bonuses. If he throws 3 touchdown passes, by the way, that puts him in over. He gets a $750,000 bonus. 3 touchdown passes today. That's it.
I mean,
right. Here are some more. You ready? Adrian Peterson, 180 yards for $500,000. Christian McCaffrey is interesting. So he needs 67 yards for 1,000 rushing yards, and that'll put him 1,000 on each, 1,000 rushing and 1,000 receiving. If he gets 215 yards total today from scrimmage, that's an all-time record. It's the Saints, though. Saints are in a must-win.
Yeah.
Long run D. I feel like it's a little.
Yeah. And I don't think the rest of his team has much to play for. So,
right.
Long shot.
Michael Thomas needs over 300 yards to reach the 2,000 mark. Saquon Barkley needs 89 rushing yards for 1,000 yards on the season.
That should be no problem.
Davante Adams, everybody's pie bet darling this week. 96 yards for 1,000-yard season.
See, there's so many reasons that Davante Adams is going to screw us.
Is there? You think so?
It's possible. This just makes me feel less confident because everything makes sense, and therefore it's probably going to not work out. But you know what? It'll work out either way because it'll go to the children's fund.
Isn't that always the way it goes? So far for the pie bet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people on Davante Adams. 16.
I'm one of them.
I know you are. Like, I've never kind of hoping that, Alan Lazard gets all the work. Aaron Jones gets all
I blame all of this, though, on Smug Ani picking Greg Ward. He's making it too easy for everyone, no matter what.
Is he, though?
Greg Ward.
Is
he? This Greg Ward thing everybody's on, it's not going to happen. Everyone's so sure it's going to be great. I don't think so.
Well, who else is going to catch passes? Who else is going to catch passes in Philly?
Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders. Who knows? But it's not going to be – Greg Ward's not going to come out with some 2-touchdown, 100-yard game. It's not going to happen.
I don't know.
It's cute. But this is kind of like –
It's cute.
Kind of like picking Mike Boone. Sorry.
Oh, trolling the Mike Boone folk already. That dude's going to rush for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I think so, too. Today he's going to be
disgusting. Yeah. It's going to be absolutely disgusting. Greg Ward, let's see, averaged so far 7 targets a game over his last 3.
And
no more than 71 yards.
Exactly.
Yep.
And there's no difference. There's no less receivers than there have been. So, everyone's like, I don't know. They're grasping at straws. I know Philly has to win. They do, but they also don't have a tough matchup. So they can do this a lot of ways. I think Miles Sanders will get more work. They have Jordan Howard. I think, listen, Greg Ward is fine, and in DFS he's fine, but to take him for your pie bet?
If he does what he did in Week 15 against Washington, all right, that's 7 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. All right, it's 19.1 points. That's pretty good in the pie bet. If that's how he finishes, let's say anywhere from like 15 to 15 points or higher in the pie bet, like we've seen a number of players really fall short on those totals.
Are you scared of Greg Ward? Do you think he could outscore?
Am I scared of Greg Ward? No, I'm not scared of. I have AJ Brown. I feel okay about that.
Yeah, I feel okay about that. And Michael Thomas. Yeah.
But I think that dismissing based on the fact, look, DeAndre Hopkins put up 7.2 points last week to get Jim Bowden pied. That's DeAndre Hopkins. It was an easy matchup too.
Yeah.
So I think all you Davante Adams lovers out there might be maybe wishing that you took Brashad Perriman or somebody like that.
You're trolling me now.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Am I? Why? Do we know anybody who took Brashad Perriman in the pie bet? Let me see.
Listen.
Let me see. At Gary Haddow won the winner of the Scott Fish Bowl this year. He took Brashad Perriman. Somebody named at Butterball 30079. Anybody who's got the name Butterball in their handle obviously has a soft spot.
They deserve to win. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. At Rick Piacenti.
Come on, don't you want Dad to get pied?
I want to know, do you and your dad have side pie action on Davante Adams versus Brashad Perriman?
No side pie.
Are you sure?
I put an end to side pie.
Dude, I took a side pie yesterday I'm still.
I know. Actually, I saw that and I thought he's going to be breathing that in for 3 days. That's a 3-day pie.
It got
3-day nostril pie.
Mushed
up.
Pushed up and over. Yeah. That was a harsh one.
You like lemon, right? Lemon's okay.
I mean, I do like lemon, but the problem is that it doesn't,
It's
like,
still
if it smelled like Pledge, like furniture spray, I'd be okay with that. If it smelled like a cab driver air freshener that has lemon, I'd be okay with that. It's still all the whipped cream.
It's like dairy and lemon, right? It's
not even lemon. There's no lemon.
Dairy. Oh.
It's just dairy. It's just hot, warm, stinky dairy.
Ready whip.
Oh, my Lord. Just brutal.
Well, I hope that was your last pie, Howard.
I hope that was my last pie, too. I can't take it anymore, people. I can't take it anymore.
The pie high is over. No more pie high.
Been a lot of fun, though. We've seen a lot of donations come through. Your dad actually donated $100 yesterday. Andy Spiteri, who does our Survivor article, had a very lucrative season for himself in fantasy. He threw out down 200. We've cleared the 4,000 mark.
Let's get to 5,000.
Pies and donations, and I'm just,
At the end of this week, you know what we need is Devontae Adams to lose.
That is what we could use. We could use Devontae Adams to go down flames.
Anybody who had Devontae Adams when Devontae wins, just go ahead and donate $10 anyway. You can do that.
There you go. Just go to ffpiebet.com. Feel free to donate whatever you like.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We got a couple of questions here. Just want to kind of pop into them. Here we go. Daniel Jones, Mitch Trubisky, or A.J. McCarron need a replacement for Lamar.
Daniel Jones.
Gotta go Daniel Jones. Now, there is supposed to be rain throughout this game. The rain's supposed to be starting at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern time. It's not supposed to get heavy, though, until probably around like 6:30 or 7. So, I mean, I'm kind of pivoting a little bit away from Eagles and Giants for DFS purposes, trying to find clear skies, better matchups. But I like Daniel Jones definitely in this matchup with the in comparison to these other two guys. Can't trust McCarron or Trubisky.
Last week, Daniel Jones didn't even throw an interception. Ooh.
Right. At HRich00 wants to know, which Texans receiver do you like this week, Jen?
You know, I'm going to go Kenny Stills.
Right. They're not
going to play DeAndre Hopkins, right? Or not hard. He's been kind of sick. There's no reason.
No, they're not.
Will Fuller, they're not going to play. Are they going to play Will Fuller?
Hopkins is going to be out. Fuller is out. Kenny Stills, they're listing him as questionable, limited practice. I'm assuming they're going to probably pull him out then as well.
So Kiki Kuti.
Yeah, I mean.
What about Darren Bell?
Maybe DeAndre Carter. I would say DeAndre Carter could be like a decent high-end option. But, I mean, again, it's A.J. McCarron. It's against this Titans defense that needs the win. So why do I really want to? I mean, unless you want to talk like serious garbage time, that's probably about it. PPR, Boone or Ronald Jones?
Ronald Jones.
Yeah, I mean, it's against Atlanta. I think these two teams will just pass back and forth. We've seen Jones have success in that. I mean, to go back to the Boone it's tough. Tough.
And they're facing Chicago. They have a good defense. I think just neither of those are great options, but I would go. I mean, we saw what did Boone got like 2 yards per carry last week. You got to go Jones.
Right. Well, and the thing about it is it's PPR format. Amir Abdullah gets the passing work for Minnesota. So Jones is the guy who catches passes for Tampa. So I'd line on him up. That'll be my call. Biggest complainer over on YouTube says Jennifer needs to put on some sunglasses because those eyes are hypnotic.
Oh.
Hypnotic.
Hypnotic. It doesn't sound like complaining to me.
Well, I mean, unless of course, he's complaining that
he doesn't want to be hypnotized.
Yeah, that he's being hypnotized right now, and his wife and kids are standing behind him being like, why are you staring at this screen? This entire time. All right, so let's see. Petey Stitz is thanking us. What's up, Petey? Let's see.
Hey, Petey, congrats on your championship.
Oh yeah, you see him hold that big giant bowl, that trophy. Very nice. Right. Very nice. Jay Browns, do you guys think Lamar is first round fantasy pick next season?
I think he will be in a lot of leagues. Do I think he should be? Probably not. But I think he will be.
Yeah, I think people will start taking him at the tail end. I mean, listen, we've had this discussion on the show. I posed this question, actually. So funny. I've never wanted to sit there and criticize people for taking material for their own. But about a month and a half ago, I posed this question to Jim Bowden, and then all of a sudden, it was like 2 weeks ago. Every other show was like, oh, I don't know. Is he a first rounder? Is he? The question is, for me, it's like, yeah, you've got the rushing yards. No, they don't want to disrupt too much of what they've got. Does Greg Roman get a job somewhere else? And if that's the case, who's taking over the offense? That's a big part of it for Lamar Jackson. I get that the rushing yards are tasty, but last year, Jen, how many times did you hear Patrick Mahomes is doing things nobody else has ever done? Oh, my God.
And here we are this year. Yeah.
So.
I mean, I get it because you think when you're drafting Lamar Jackson, you're drafting kind of a running back and a quarterback at the same time. You feel like you're getting a 2-in-1 package. But at the same time, and I feel this way in baseball too, you're going to hear me say this, I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket. And I feel like by doing that, you get one injury to Lamar Jackson. Never mind the fact that they're going to have an entire offseason to watch the tape and figure out how to solve Lamar Jackson. Is he great? Yes. They'll be able to defend against him better next season, I guarantee. Second, if you put all your marbles in that basket and there's one injury to Lamar Jackson, you missed your first-round pick. And you could have gotten a quarterback like Tannehill. I mean, look how people are winning leagues with Ryan Tannehill now. So quarterback is not a position to do this. Now, running backs, on the other hand, if you didn't get one of those, first few rounds of running backs, it's a lot harder to replace them. You can replace wide receivers. You can replace quarterbacks, easy, tight ends, of course, as you go along. But running back is really hard to replace.
Very hard to replace. Yeah, you know what? I guarantee you that next year, I can't wait to see it. 12-team leagues, picking on the wheel. Lamar Jackson, Kenyon Drake.
Oh, yeah. Kenyon Drake is one that, guys, that's a trap.
Right? I mean, again, he'll rush for 100-plus yards today because Kyler Murray's, probably going to be out again, and they'll give him 20-plus carries, and it's against the Rams, who are giving up over 160 yards per game, and then the Cards will re-sign him, and then everybody's going to be like, oh, my God, Kenyon Drake, see what's going on here? Could be awful.
Yep.
Could be awful. Let's see. Some more questions. Do you like Baker Mayfield today?
I never liked Baker Mayfield. I don't know. Is that a joke?
No. It's true. You've hated on Baker for quite some time.
Mayfield. So if that question is for me, no. I don't like him today. I don't like him tomorrow. And I haven't liked him the whole time.
Heavy rains in Cincinnati today. Heavy rain. So if you thought Baker was inaccurate before, just imagine the rain, right? Winston Tannehill, Chark versus Beasley.
Okay. Winston and Tannehill, that's a tricky one. I think I would go Tannehill just to feel safer. Just because Winston, I think he probably will have a great game, but the interceptions. And I would do Beasley over Chark.
Yeah, a lot of people are on DJ Chark this week. I'm not 100% sure why. I think it's because he's so priced down in DFS right now because he's been garbage. But, I mean, I can't. I mean, sure, Minshew to Chark probably in garbage time might end up doing something. But, listen, I think Tannehill's got the higher floor than Winston.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a safer play. Is Beasley even going to play today, though? That is the question.
That is the question. Yeah, because they're going to rest a lot of their starters. So
yeah. So, I mean, I kind of lean Tannehill Chark, unless you absolutely need to shoot for the moon. You're thinking that this is like, I need GPP upside here, and then you go Winston Chark. That's kind of where I'm leaning. Let's see. Fatty McFats thanking us for help. No problem. Oh, here we go. Phil G, 541. 1 point PPR. Need one for his flex. You got a lot of guys here. DeAndre Hopkins? No. Hunter Renfrow? Possibly.
maybe.
Travis Homer, Marshawn Lynch, Gus Edwards.
Ooh. I think Hunter Renfrow is the way to go.
Yeah, 9 targets last week.
PPR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marshawn Lynch is pretty interesting, though. I'm excited to see what happens.
10 to 15 carries is the report, right? That's what they're saying.
Yeah. And he's like, he's the hometown hero there, and this is a big game. It'll be fun to see.
Yeah. Marshawn Lynch is a piece of crap. As a person. I ever tell you my Marshawn Lynch story?
No.
Oh.
Please.
Well, one day I'll tell you. I'll just, I'll just leave it at the fact that he's a piece of crap.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So we got some questions over here on the old Facebook. Waller, Higbee, or OJ Howard?
Waller.
Agreed. Wide receiver 2 in a flex. Galladay, Goddard, DeAndre Washington, Gus Edwards, Robert Woods, Melvin Gordon.
I want to go Goddard and Washington.
I like that. Full PPR pick 2. Michael Thomas, Julio Jones, Devontae Adams.
Nice to be you. I'm going to go.
You know what? He's playing DraftKings and he wants to know who the top. These are the top 3 wide receivers. Nobody has this on their team. It's obviously a DraftKings play. So the question is which 2 out of these 3 do you think are going to be the best?
I'm going to say Michael Thomas and Julio Jones.
Sure, why not? Yeah, see, again, here it is. Full PPR pick 2. Christian McCaffrey, Barkley, or Zeke?
Barkley and Zeke.
I'll go McCaffrey and Barkley just for the hell of it. Sony Michelle,
Is Howard frozen or me? What happened? Okay. All right. Sony Michelle. We're talking about Sony. Did you just ask me all the New England running backs?
Am I back now?
You're back.
Okay. It was Sony Michelle, Rex Burkhead, or Ronald Jones. I was going to say
Sony
Michelle. He is active today, but he is dealing with some sort of an illness.
Oh.
That was the report.
What is up, you guys, with the stomach flu and the cough and come on, guys, take your vitamins.
Right? Wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, you idiots.
Real.
Or when you handle your stupid kids. If you're like picking up your kids, wash your hands.
They're petri dishes. They're human petri dishes. Wash your hands.
So bad. It's so bad.
So now the question is Rex Burkhead or
Ronald Jones.
I mean, I would have said Sony Michelle because I think they're going to want to slow down that clock. They've been leaning on him again heavily, but it's so tricky with New England what to do. I'd probably go Ronald Jones.
I'd go Rex Burkhead.
Okay.
Either way, I think you're fine with either guy. Andy Dalton or Drew Lock?
Andy Dalton.
Will Gurley get enough to do anything today, or do you consider even not playing him? I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't play him. Coleman, Hill, or McCoy? Which Hill? I mean, are we saying Brian Hill?
Brian?
I'm assuming it's Tevin Coleman, Brian Hill, or LaShawn McCoy, which is just a disgusting trio of running backs right there.
Yeah. Coleman, I guess.
Are you guys ticked that draft is closing? No. First of all, draft is being absorbed by FanDuel, right? So it's going to be the same games but it's under the FanDuel banner. But everybody hates FanDuel because everybody loves DraftKings. So, do I care that it's closing? Not a bit. I'm sorry, I don't. DFS sites come and go. Jen, any care or concern?
No care.
No, me neither. Me neither. Sonny Michel or James White?
James White. If Sonny Michel's sick, which is the report we got.
All right. Need 2. Russell Gage, Kelvin Harmon, Darius Slayton.
Gage and Slayton.
Gage and Slayton. A lot of people are on Harmon this week. With Terry McLaurin out. I'm looking at our ownership projections over at good old Fantasy Alarm.
Guys, at my contrarian corner this week, I recorded on Friday. And by the end of Friday, it wasn't contrarian anymore because so many things changed.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's an invalid video at this point. Dallas Goedert is not 1% owned. He's 100% owned now, So sorry about that, y'all. But that's just week 17. There's really no way to avoid it.
None at all. No way to avoid it at all. Oh, finally, Harmon and Steven Sims have swapped places. But I mean, Steven Sims, they've got him on DraftKings at 19.3% owned potentially.
Wow.
Because of, he's 4,700.
Yeah, no McLaurin. Yeah.
$6,000 on FanDuel. Harmon, they've still got him in the, amongst wide receivers. He's still in the top 15 at 7.7% on FanDuel at 5,200, 3,900 on DraftKings. They've got him at 9.4%, which is almost, it's just outside of the top 10.
Wow.
So, yeah, right? Wow. I mean, I was putting together the dartboard, and I'm like, there's so many darts that you can potentially throw.
We had this for the show on Friday with Finsty and I. We always play darts, which is one of my favorite segments. There were just too many this week. It was just everybody, just throw it everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, people are in on Justice Hill. He's cheaper on FanDuel. People are looking at Malcolm Brown. I'm just going by some of the ownership numbers that we're looking at here. Yep, Miles Boykin.
Yeah, I mean, weird stuff, guys. Justin Watson's, probably a decent play. I suggested Kareem Hunt. Mm-hmm. Because the last time in that matchup, he had a really great game. I can see that happening exactly the same way. Cheap. It's $5,000.
Any more?
I mean, I have a ton more. Daniel Jones is one of them. Golden Tate, guys.
Oh, I cut you off. All right, let's see. What do we got? 1 point PPR, need running back, 2 wide receivers, and a flex from this group. Raheem Mostert, DeAndre Washington, A.J. Brown, Tyler Boyd, Brashad Perriman.
Wow. You need a running back? Let's take Washington. And then how many wide receiver? And a wide receiver and a flex?
2 wide receivers and a flex.
Okay, A.J. Brown, Brashad Perriman, and...
I'm gonna go Mostert as the flex. Yeah, leave out Boyd. Again, there's supposed to be real heavy rain going on there. Yeah. Let's see. Anybody else? At Leland Taglieri. Try and find something interesting to say, dude. Something new, something exciting. Hitting me with the old. Oh, I thought it was Artie Lang. Kind of worn out a little bit here, dude. It's do we really have to go back to the same joke over and over again?
Wow, I thought he must have been asking if he should sit AJ Green.
No. I mean, but he's the type of guy that would turn around and be like, what do I do with AJ Green? Right? It's that kind of people. Again, this is why the internet is just a cesspool, people. And this is one of the reasons why I'm kind of glad the football's over. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, at Pontrio wants to make sure he's locked into Devontae Adams for the pie bet. So I will mark it
That's the
down.
Devontae
right
Adams
now.
train.
Mark it down for you there, Ponch. Ponch took his the girls out to.
Yeah.
He took the girl. Did you see that? He took the girls out to McDonald's first. He loaded them up full of McDonald's and then handed them off the pies.
It was so cute.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. Heard inactives yet regarding Michelle or Prater? Do we have the inactives yet? The inactives are just coming out. I'm hearing that Michelle is going to play. Prater, I don't know about. New England defense or the Pittsburgh defense?
New England.
Eckler, James White, Ronald Jones, DeAndre Washington. Which one? Standard scoring.
DeAndre Washington.
Yeah, Washington's probably a good bet. I like Eckler also. I think Eckler is he's near a milestone. Like he needs.
Now the only reason I leaned Washington is because I like Eckler more in PPR formats, and you said standard.
Right.
Yeah. If it were PPR, it would have been Eckler 100%. But I think in standard, it's probably either or. Washington, yeah. Eckler just depends. Another dart here.
Another dart. He needs 50 yards, 50 receiving yards for Eckler to reach 1,000 on the season. But yes, I agree. DeAndre Washington in the non-PPR. Is Justice Hill worth playing today? Just like any other dart throw, guys. Just like any other dart throw. Is Justice Hill?
Justice Hill, Gus Edwards,
Rex Burkhead, Steve Sims. They're all dart throws. You know what I'll say? I'll tell you what, people. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Damian Williams. Like he came back yesterday. Last week, I mean, got like 16 carries. He's leading that backfield. Chiefs want to win this game so that they can lock down that number 2 seed and the bye week. So
Texans want them to win too.
The Texans don't give a crap. Texans don't care. Texans are like, we're just huddled up. So let's see. How about this? Cortland Sutton or Golden Tate?
I'm going to actually go against the grain and say Golden Tate.
I'd say if you're because I'm assuming it's non-PPR, so I'm going to actually go.
Oh, it's
Sutton.
non-PPR? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was going to say I thought Golden Tate was going to get a lot of short passes. He had 11 targets last week with Daniel Jones back under center. I thought, but in non-PPR, Sutton's probably got more likely to get into the end zone.
Yeah. Michael Bird wants to know Jamal Williams, Tyler Boyd, or Emmanuel Sanders needs two. I think Williams is out.
I think Williams is out. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah, Williams is out.
Then it's Emmanuel Sanders and who?
It doesn't matter because he needs 2.
Oh, okay.
So both the receivers, no matter what. AJ McCarron, Dalton, or Locke. I don't know. I guess I like Locke out of the 3 of those. How about you?
I don't mind Dalton.
Again, the rain is making me nervous about Cincinnati. What's the latest in Cincy? Let's see. I have it right here. So it's raining right now. It's supposed to lighten up a little bit around between 2 and 3 o'clock. And then it's pouring the entire time. Wow. So it might lighten up a little bit during the game, but not enough to the fact that it's going to be a slick field and the ball's going to be wet. And
interesting side.
Andy Dalton.
It is Andy Dalton. He's a TCU Horned Frog, and so am I. So I got to give a little love to Andy Dalton. Interesting side fact. I asked Brian Urlacher this week how he felt about weather and how it affected his choices when he was playing games. He said, what we expected, rain, obviously, we're going to go to the running backs, lower scoring game. But he also said a mistake he thinks people makes is in snow and ice. They think that it's going to be a low scoring game, but it's really about the footing because the offense knows where they're going and the defense doesn't. So you shouldn't be too afraid to play offensive players in snow and ice. And then he said, as far as wins, it doesn't worry him that much because the quarterbacks are so good. They just know where to throw it and they change where they're throwing it. So I found that really interesting that was his point of view on that. So rain is the one that seemed like the most important one to focus on. So in this case, maybe Phillip Lindsay's a stronger play than we would have thought, et cetera, et cetera.
I like it. All right, let's see. Cheap wide receiver, Ross at 5,200, but the weather, shift to Harmon or Ward. Yes, shift to either Harmon or Ward. Take your pick. I mean, it's, again, when you start looking at dart throws, that's where you're at. I mean, listen, I like Ward and I like Harmon today as dart throws. Am I going to tell you, I mean, there's weather issues. There could be some rain in New York, or New Jersey for that matter. We're dealing with that. And it's, Case Keenum against Dallas. So who the hell knows? Flip a coin. Flip a coin. Let's see. Oh, if you're watching and you are not in the FF Pie Bet, you're wrong. Come on, support the kids. That's right. At Gunner_JD.
Yeah.
Love that. Tannehill or Prescott? Tannehill, right? Come on.
Yeah.
How do you even throw Dak out there with the shoulder?
Yeah. Plus, if they're smart, and I know it's hard to believe that they are, they should be letting Zeke run this game.
They should. They should hopefully do that. Goff or Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
Tannehill or Russell Wilson?
This is a tough one. We actually have this specific matchup in Play Score. We have a head-to-head between Tannehill and Russell Wilson. Actually, if you want to play this, by the way, Playsqorr. I'm going to go Tannehill.
Do me a favor, tell everybody about Play Score a little bit, so that they know of a new game that they can play. Not only for this, but I mean, you can obviously do it for NBA. You're going to be able to do it throughout the playoffs.
NHL, MLB, NASCAR, MMA. We have all these at Play Score, and you can sign up at fantasyalarm.com/easy and use code ALARM for a $25 deposit bonus. They'll match your deposit up to $25. But what's fun about it is, how we do these start sits? It's like one big start sit game. So specifically, you just asked me Tannehill versus Russell Wilson. We have that head to head in there, and you can pick who you want. Roll $2 on it, and you get big payouts. They're really big hits. They're like scratch off lotto tickets to me. They're just easy, boom, 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 and they're big payouts. So it's literally like playing one big start sit game, and it's kind of easy. Don't tell them I said that.
Dallas Goedert, Austin Hooper, or Jared Cook?
Dallas Goedert.
Dallas Goedert.
They gotta win this game. They don't have any receivers. Dallas Goedert. If he doesn't smash, then he's dead to me.
Jimmy G or Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. Really? Over Jimmy G?
Yeah, I don't like Jimmy G this week.
All right. Okay. All right. We got some inactives in here. Let's go through them. Bears, Vikings. For the Vikings, Alex Madison, Dalvin Cook, Anthony Barr, Eric Kendricks. They're all out on the Bears side. Akeem Hicks is officially listed as out, as is Eddie Goldman. Eddie Goldman, who's a defensive lineman as well. So that whole defensive line now for the two of the three defensive linemen for the Bears are out. So if that maybe makes you think a little bit more about Mike Boone, perhaps. Falcons against the Bucks. Chris Godwin officially inactive. Nobody really major on either side here, so I think we're okay. We're safe there. On the Dolphins Patriots, Sony Michel is officially active. Again, he's dealing with an illness, so I'm not really sure what he's going to be like, but we'll have to see. Alan Hearns, Jamal Wiltz, they're both out for the Dolphins. Ooh, yeah, Jamal Wiltz being out. That's going to be an interesting thing with Edelman when he's running out of the slot. Although I'm hearing reports that Edelman's shoulder is so much more worse than what anybody's saying.
Uh-oh.
Right. Packers, Lions. Lions are going to be without Ashawn Robinson on the defensive line, which should help Aaron Jones a lot. Jamal Williams officially inactive. Browns, Bengals. Nobody that we worried about on the Browns. On the Bengals side, nobody there. Chiefs, Chargers. Nobody really on the Chargers side. Nobody really on the Chiefs side. Get some actual playing time going on here. All right, for Buffalo against the Jets. John Brown, Cole Beasley, Dawson Knox, Devin Singletary, Tre'Davious White, Shaq Lawson, Andre Roberts, all inactive for the Bills.
Wow.
All inactive. So take that for what it's worth. There is no John Brown. There is no Cole Beasley. And who was it? It was at FF Ball Blast.
Start DJ Chark.
She ends up with a pie to the face because unless you know what, if she gets in touch with me before the game starts, okay, fine. But John Brown officially inactive. On the Jets side, nobody that anybody really cares about because nobody cares about the Jets anyway. Demaryius Thomas is out. The Saints, Eli Apple, Von Bell, both out of that defensive backfield. Haven't got the Panthers inactives in yet, but that's there you go. Those are all the inactives. Oh, refresh and they're in. Let's see, is there anybody exciting on the Panthers side that's out? DJ Moore, officially inactive.
Oh.
Concussed. So there you go. All right, so those are the inactives for the early slate of games. Best of luck to you all in that kind of nonsense. Let's see, any more? Colts D, Packers D, Vikings D. Which one do you like?
Ooh, I like Vikings D.
Vikings D against the Bears. They suck. Yeah, I don't mind the Packers either against the Lions. That should be an easy one. Let's see. We got that. Lazard or N'Keal Harry on DraftKings?
Probably Harry.
Yeah, I'm pretty on the fence with either one. I mean, Harry sees a couple of targets. Lazard sees a couple of targets. Lazard stretches the field a little bit more. Harry gets those red zone looks, which are interesting, but I mean, again, Tom Brady's not heaving the ball downfield. Would you trust Jared Goff in this game? No, I wouldn't.
No.
I would look for somebody else. I would definitely, just find any quarterback who's playing Caleb and find listen, because Jared Goff might not even play the whole game.
Yeah, they've already said that they're not going to trust they're not going to push their starters. There's no reason to.
Right. PPR need 2. Boyd, A.J. Brown, Golden Tate, Brashad Perriman.
Brown and
Perriman. Aaron Jones or Kamara?
Kamara.
Jones. It's Jones for me. Here's one for you on DraftKings. DeAndre Washington or Kareem Hunt, Jen? You like them both?
I do like them both. I would go DeAndre Washington.
DeAndre Washington. There you go. Some final thoughts here. I mean, we're gonna skip out a little early today. We got all the inactives in. Now the questions that are coming in right now are just people sitting there with their DFS lineups being like, should I go this guy? Should I go that guy? Should I go this guy? Should I go that guy? Go read the playbook. We give enough free advice away for everybody here. If you're looking for DFS help, go over to fantasyalarm.com, talk to them in the chat, talk to them in the, whatever, or subscribe, get the playbook, and you'll be okay. Final thoughts, Jen?
I'm sorry, guys.
As Howard closes this off on the prickiest note possible.
Yeah! Howard's grumpy, but he doesn't mean it. He just needs a vacation. No. It's been a great NFL season, you guys. Thanks for welcoming me into the family. My first year here at Fantasy Alarm, and it's been awesome getting to know you guys. I hope you all win, and if you don't, it doesn't matter. Play again, and please play some baseball. Stick around. I know a lot of people are intimidated by baseball, but we're going to do our best to make it as easy as possible and as fun as possible for you and accessible. And we're not going to crowd your stuff with like woba and blah, 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 blah. We're going to make it, there won't be 37 sabermetrics, okay? We'll make it easy to play. It'll be fun. Stay around, play with us. And hashtag FFPieBet, this is your last chance to get in on it.
This is your last chance to get in on the FFPieBet. So hashtag FFPieBet. You can make your claim. It cannot be Julio Jones. It cannot be A.J. Brown. It cannot be Greg Ward. And it could not be Michael Thomas. Everybody else available to you. Tweet us at RotoBuzzGuy, at Jen Piacenti, hashtag FFPieBet. Make your selection. If you lose, well, then, hey, the children's fund wins. And that's really what it's all about. That's what's most important. And yes, listen, get an early jump on the MLB draft guide. We've already got out sleepers, busts, some rankings, some rookies, everything you could possibly want, some player profiles. All of that content's going to be folded out between right after the New Year. So I think it's like January 6th is when we're going to start really just pushing out massive amounts of content. And then you're going to get video, you're going to get audio. Jim Bowden and I are doing our front office insights. Jen's going to be doing MLB videos. Ronus has got his high roller room, so you can check out Ronus's rankings and his strategies for NFBC and play like that. Tons of stuff. Matt Sells is blowing up our rookie report, our farm report. Yeah. The coverage for Dynasty Leagues is going to be absolutely insane. So fantasyalarm.com/MLB draft guide. Gets it for $20 right now. Get the early bird special right now because I'm going to demand that this price increase based on the amount of content that you're going to have. So I think that's about it. Love it. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Jen, always a pleasure. We'll be doing this for baseball season anyway, so it's not like you're going away. All right. Big thanks to Matt Sells, our producer. Always a pleasure here. For Jen Piacenti, I'm Howard Bender. Thanks for tuning in to the Fantasy Alarm NFL Game Day live stream. We'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys.